Okay, and so for CPR you have three options. One is on the screen here, you can see in the bottom right-hand corner. Another is on the footboard of the rotoprone, and yet there's another manual operation on the side of the rotoprone, which we'll get to here in a minute. But for right now, let's just say conventional CPR. We're going to press and hold the button on the screen. And you can see that they're going into a supine position, but there were not any checklists to check off. So you want to make sure someone's still at the head of the rotoprone to make sure no lines are pulling. But that's what makes this so fast, is there's no checklist, and it's doing all of the supination for you. Okay, now your patient's over in supine, so at this point, once they get a little bit more centered, you can go ahead and push in the lock pin on the footboard of the rotoprone, and that'll secure your patient from rotating any further. Here you have your second CPR option, so this is going to be a press and hold again. It will bypass all the checklists, just as the one on the screen. It's just sort of a backup to the original button. So in case, as a backup to the backup, you can use the manual CPR lever. It's on the footboard here, that red handle. It's always zip tied with a bright yellow zip tie. Just break that off by pulling on the red lever. You're going to go from engage to release. So south. Yeah, go ahead and do it. Now that's going to unlock the rotoprone. As you can see, it's sort of jolted there. What we want to do is make sure we go supine the way that we went prone. So if that makes sense. The whole rotoprone is not doing a 360-degree return. You should return the way that you came. So that's what we're going to do here. Go ahead and manually turn. Now, one word of caution when it comes to the manual CPR, it will bypass all of the safety features of the rotoprone. So in theory, if those back hatches were open, you could supine your patient, which is obviously an unsafe situation. So at this point, you can go ahead and re-engage that red lever, and it will now lock the rotoprone back in place.